We got Botches that made a WWE match better. Now that was the craziest one, I think.
Botches that made a WWE match better. Number 1, the glass won't break. Shane McMahon versus Kurt Angle, King of the Ring. Now say what you want about the disappointing WCW ECW invasion angle, but that story did provide us with several gems. If you've never even seen Kurt Angle versus Shane McMahon, you've seen plenty of
Kurt Angle looks so young, bro.
Shane through the glass. This was a botch as the glass didn't break on the first try, so Kurt Angle continued to use the suplex until it did.
I know that hurt.
Was elevate Shane McMahon's character. We knew that he wasn't in the former WWE Champions League, but Kurt doing the belly-to-belly spot over and over again made him come across as a scrappy, never-say-die wrestler, which is a great component to have in these types of matches.
I'm good, how are you?
It seemed like Kurt had the match easily won because of the toughness of Shane McMahon, and they had fans on the edge of their feet throughout the remainder of it. Unpredictability is wrestling's biggest component, and while it's harder to be unpredictable in today's landscape, having this shroud of mystery creates intrigue and interest among the fans. Though Shane lost, he earned some newfound respect.
Thanks for the follow, Rena.
Punishment. Number 2, RVD crushes Triple H's throat, the Elimination Chamber match for the World Heavyweight Championship at Survivor Series 2002. Now the first ever Elimination Chamber match remains the best even 20 plus years later. What made this match work so well was that each man had a history with Triple H, which made every wrestler feel like a threat because everyone was on the level of Triple H. More importantly, these guys had excellent chemistry with one another. Of course, the Elimination Chamber match was far from perfect. Hell, it wouldn't even be on this list if it was. That brings us to the infamous 5-star frog splash that RVD hit, crushing Triple H's throat.
That's it.
Triple H was already a bloody mess, but the Elimination Chamber was built.
Nice. What time is it over there right now?
Unexpected injury upped the ante of that element. A danger and violence is a sly storytelling element that keeps the audience invested in matches like these. If the fans didn't believe in the action, then they wouldn't invest in the story or gimmick. Wrestling is like a fantasy where we need to connect with.
Yeah, I do. I try to at least.
While I'm sure Triple H would have preferred not to have his throat crushed, that one moment helped propel that great match into something incredible. Number 3, Brock Lesnar botching the shooting star press WrestleMania 19. Now you've seen this botch time and time again.
Oh, that's a famous one right there.
Still listed as one of the best WrestleMania events in the 21st century. There's no doubt that it was cool to see such a behemoth pull off one of the best high-flying moves in pro wrestling. What this botch did was add drama to a match that somewhat needed it. And we all know that Brock Lesnar was winning here. This is Kurt frickin' Angle,
yeah,
so he was already a certified main event star.
Dang, why are you still up?
Of the torch moment for Lesnar's babyface run. It was clear that something went wrong given how much of a sell job Lesnar was doing. This was a genuine moment where it seemed that Kurt Angle could actually win. Sure, the illusion was crushed 10 seconds later when Brock Lesnar hit his third F5 and pinned Kurt.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that.
That was missing throughout the match. Without that botch, it still would have been a great match, but it elevated into something far more memorable because it added drama and characterization to a story that felt extremely predictable. Number 4, Vicky Guerrero forgets her cue to stop Eddie.
Not yet.
SummerSlam 2005. The Eddie Guerrero-Rey Mysterio feud in 2005 was the very definition of sports entertainment at its finest. Sure, it was ridiculous, but there was a ladder match for the custody of Dominic. All the pieces of the puzzle fit into this melodrama. The ladder match wasn't about spots, it was about storytelling, which is why Vicky missing her cue to stop Eddie only helped the match further. When Eddie was struggling to get the briefcase,
I'm not really doing that right now.
A spot, and Eddie's reaction once he hit the mat was great. Him getting frustrated and legitimately upset fit his character to a T. As a whole reason
I've been offered before
because Eddie couldn't beat Ray. However, if you heard the close-up of Eddie shouting about Vicky missing a cue, then it would break kayfabe for the most. But WWE was clever enough not to get too close to Eddie's angry rant, and it made his actions seem in line with the overall story. An incredible and emotional ladder match that
shout out Eddie, man.
Silliness of its soap opera angle.
R.I.P.
Number 5, Sim Snuka fails to catch The Undertaker, WrestleMania 25. Now, The Undertaker vs. Shawn Michaels is a flawless match. Granted, Sim Snuka may not feel that way because it was a match that got him fired, but the botch dive from Taker onto the cameraman helped heighten the drama between the two.
Damn, bro, that was bad.
Now, for those who don't know, Sim Snuka played the cameraman and he was supposed to catch The Undertaker. He didn't, and it took some time for the WWE Hall of Famer to recover. But what this one botch did was allow fans to soak in the story of this amazing match and buy into Shawn Michaels beating The Undertaker, consequently breaking the streak. Now, that long countout was a nail-biting moment because of how real that incident felt. We as fans didn't know that.
I know he was hurting after that.
So brilliant that it was easy to buy into the notion that Taker had nothing else to give. Every fall after that botch had fans on the edge of their seats until Taker finally got the 3 count. The right botch can elevate any good match, especially when you have strong in-ring technicians like Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker. Number 6, Cesaro breaks his front tooth, No Mercy 2017. Or whether it's Tyson Kidd or Sheamus, it seems like you can't do any wrong putting Cesaro
I think I remember
in the
this
tag
one
team
too.
division.
Against Cesaro. Sheamus.
But the bar had excellent chemistry with one another. Most importantly, they could go between the ropes. Of course, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins are no slouches either, and these two had a banger at SummerSlam. Now, even though it was clear that Ambrose and Rollins were going to retain in their No Mercy rematch, the tag match got better once Cesaro's front teeth after he sent flying into the ring post. It added some grittiness and sparked the match, and there was a moment
He hit
where
it a little too hard, bro.
Actually regain these belts. But this injury
The Bar was such a good tag team too. They'll have so many good matches.
Were worthless for years. When you have moments of men or women fighting through tremendous pain in a title match, it puts over the value of those belts tremendously. It also gives a
and then when they fight each other too, bro. Sheamus and Cesaro.
Tag team title matches in modern era of wrestling. Number 7, the 2024 Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. The 2024 Women's Money in the Bank ladder match is a continuous car crash you can't turn your eyes away from. It's fast and filled with botches, but for some odd reason, these botches actually worked in favor of the match. Ladder matches are no stranger to botches, especially when it's multiple men or women in a match.
Yeah, it's easy to mess up in ladder matches.
Overly complicated spots and dealing with multiple people in a chaotic situation. The 2024 Women's Money in the Bank ladder match works so well because nothing feels contrived and fake. The botches bring out the realism in wrestling, and there's never a point where any of it ruins the flow of the match.
That was bad though.
It doesn't mean the entire match is filled with botches, as there are a couple of memorable sequences, including the excellent ending of Chelsea Green being pushed off the ladder by Tiffany.
Chelsea
Is it the best ladder match
Green.
you'll ever see? Well, not even close. But it's a great example of a chaotic
Damn,
match
look at
that
that.
works well in its own way. And number 8, Drew McIntyre is accidentally
She's
busted
trying to
open
die.
in Hell in a Cell 2024. Now, this is the match
That made the
Hell
match
in a
better,
Cell
though.
cool again. Now, don't get us wrong, we've had several gems like Triple H and Taker and Edge and Taker.
And I was there live, so it was even better.
Giving pay-per-views that weaken Hell in a Cell's
Eee.
reputation. Drew McIntyre and CM Punk are in the running for the best feud of the year. The promos and storytelling were top-notch, and their final match ended on a superb note. However, the botch comes from McIntyre being busted open by a toolbox. Now, according to rumors, Punk was the only one who was supposed to bleed, but McIntyre's bleeding further cemented just how personal this feud was, and it backed up Punk's mental.
That made it real good,
match.
bro.
More importantly, it brought back the danger and violent element of the Hell in a Cell that's been missing for quite some time. Blood can be a powerful storytelling tool when it's used correctly. Since it's rare to see color in the WWE these days, it makes a match or segment stand out when it actually happens. But there you have it, folks. 8 botches that made a WWE match even better.
Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and please share it. Thank ya.